There it is. All right. So for everybody, after I'm done editing this, the editing that sees this and just wonders where the hell did Jabari come from? He snuck in during the off time, during the break. So don't mind him. Just pretend like he always been there. It's all good. All right, Chance. So go ahead with what you were saying about Jaylen Brown. We got cut off.
I was just saying, is Jaylen Brown considered a top 10 player?
No. Next.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him in the top 10. Is he top 15?
Better question. Top 15? I don't know.
So he's considered a two guard, right?
Technically, I can't. Well, yeah, I would play him at the 2. Yeah.
So would you put him ahead of Booker, Clay, Mitchell?
Let me hear what Ryan and Jabari think about him being top 15, and come back to me.
I mean, he's whatever he is. If Tatum's here, say Tatum's 12, Jaylen Brown's 11. Okay, that's what I think.
Ooh.
He's above Tatum. Nobody thinks that, but
Wow.
I thought that during the playoffs, but
Yeah.
everybody loves all these prima donnas in the league nowadays.
Exactly.
You want to say Tip Jabari? You think the same? You think he's better? Go ahead.
From what I saw in that finals, yeah.
Did you not watch the finals, Ray?
I watched the finals. I agree. I agree he was better in the finals. Listen, I agree he was better in the finals. And I think he was better during the whole stretch of the playoffs. But the playoffs at most is only 16 games for one particular team. So am I going to take a body of work over the last 2 seasons, the last 82 game seasons, so 164 games or so, and say that Jaylen Brown is better because he was better during these 16 games?
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Oh, Jabari.
Would you rather make the playoffs 10 years in a row and never win the finals, or make the playoffs 1 year and win the finals? Exactly. Playoffs matter way more. Playoffs matter way more.
Come on, man.
Exactly. So like the playoffs is like 10 times is more intense. So 16 games times 10, that 16 games is like 160 games. That's how pressure packed it is. But yeah, he showed up when it counts, and that's priceless.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's true. But I'm saying they have more opportunities. Now, right now, with recency bias, I can say, yeah, Jaylen Brown looks better. But am I going to say, to get back what Chance was saying, am I going to say that Jaylen Brown is top 15? My gut wants to tell me he's more 14 to 18 to me in that range, in that area. You know what I mean?
That means Tatum's 15 to 19, right?
Ryan.
I know one thing.
I'm just go ahead, Jabari.
I know I'll never root for Boston again. I know that much. They had their chance for me. This was their best chance to ever get me to be okay with them,
Would you root for the
winning
Suns?
And for Boston Celtics.
Would you root for the Suns again?
Would I root for the Suns? Yeah, I could root for the Suns just because Boston. What? I mean, Boston. I have a history with Boston.
Oh, because you're from Detroit. You're from Detroit.
Yeah, I don't. I can't. Boston.
You should be talking about. You should be the Bulls. That's what you should be on.
I like they players. I just don't. I don't know, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Well. Listen to Ryan's rant. Go ahead and give him a little taste of the rant.
It's basically what we've been talking about, but I'll keep it short and sweet. My rant is that you have 2 players that are great on your team, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and I don't think they're going to be able to keep both of them. So what I was saying is you're going to have to max one of them out and then trade one of them possibly. And I would keep Jaylen Brown and trade Jason Tatum. And a big reason for this is that most people are like Ray, and they value Tatum way higher than they should. And they're going to trade the better players, and it's going to make your team better. That was my rant.
Okay. Let me, before you go, Jabari, I want to address the jab. All right. I don't rate Jason Tatum so far above Jaylen Brown that it's just like Jason Tatum is like top 10, Jaylen Brown is like somewhere in 30. No, I think they close. Like I said, Tatum was 8 to 12, and Jaylen Brown's like 14 to 18. So they're in the same kind of, even though there's huge gaps when it comes to rankings, but they're in the same ballpark to me.
Yeah,
I just think Jalen's a little better, and he has a little better potential.
And in the biggest game of their lives, Jaylen Brown scored 34 points and Jason Tatum scored 13.
Go ahead, Jabari. Go ahead, Jabari.
Yeah, I think that's a great point there. When you're looking at that team and those two players, this was a great opportunity for them, right? They were there, they're playing against some of the best guys, even though they're on the older side. You know, Curry's not, but he's still at like prime. You got two good guys like that, you're not going to be able to keep both of them. So, strike when the iron's hot. They didn't get it that time, but I think it's is it a situation where Tatum kind of has like this hype machine going on, and
he does have a hype machine.
Is Brown just kind of like low key and just going to like bust out,
that's exactly
out of nowhere and be the star?
Yeah,
it's interesting how it looks, but yeah, I didn't think about what Ryan said, but yeah, you can't keep those guys together because they're hot. So
I think you can. I think that when you get, well, go ahead, Chance. Let me jump over you. Go ahead, Chance.
No, I disagree with you. I think you can too. If they, just consider how far they got, you see that they can be successful together. So if you just get them to get on the same page and maybe just like I said, for a small window, it may not be like a long-term thing, but it's an opportunity right now, I think that you can keep them together.
Yeah, I think.
Years.
How many years?
3 years they got.
3 years until you got to break one up. So you got to break them up.
I think that's the window. Yeah.
Oh, they have to get a ring within 3 years.
Have them together and win a ring. I think it's 3 years is the window.
3 years from now.
Yeah, just 3 more years.
You realize that Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown is over 25. He's like 26, but Jason Tatum is still 25.
Young. I know, but
That's
they're going to want to get paid.
That's entering prime years. Well, yeah, but the thing is, Boston can do whatever it takes to keep those two guys. Now I do agree it's going to be tough because you look at Brooklyn, for example, or LA. When you have multiple guys under max contracts, the rest of the team does look a little awful. But when you look at teams that's done it, Miami, LA, these teams have won championships by doing that. And I mean, obviously, LeBron. There's no LeBron on Boston, but I do believe that together, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum have what it takes. I can see this going to be a thing all through next year with me and Ryan between Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
I don't like Jason Tatum. I think he's trash.
Trash.
Let me rephrase. Overrated.
Okay.
Not trash.
Nice cleanup.
Obviously, he's great. He's overrated.
Nice cleanup. He cleaned up.
I sent the text out. To all you guys.
Oh, I'm livid. You're kidding me.
Yeah, I knew you were going to be livid. But hey, if you get a second, check it out. But it says this is just NBCSports.com 2022 rankings, the top 20 players right now as of July 12th, 2022.
They're not saying that Jaylen Brown's over Jason Tatum.
They have Jason Tatum
at number 6.
Number 6.
That's
what I mean. Everybody
that's overrated.
Over Luka.
I get that. They got him over Luka?
Yeah.
Hell, they
have the top 5. They have the top 5 as
Kawhi,
Giannis,
for Kawhi,
Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, Jokic, and Embiid is the top 5. And they got Jason Tatum standing outside the door at the top 5 knocking.
They got Devin Booker at 11, Jason Tatum at 6. Okay, that's
overrated. That's why I'm saying you trade.
That's overrated.
Do it. People value him way higher than I think you even do, right? So that's why you trade him.
Again, I don't have him like the best player in the league, Ryan.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They value him higher than you.
Oh yeah, okay.
They value him over that.
Let's move on, man, because I'll be proving them right during the season, and I'm gonna let them know the entire time. Every time that Jason Tatum has 25 plus and Jaylen Brown is somewhere at 18, I'm gonna let them know what's going on. But
think about intangible. You got to count everything.
That team is designed though for Tatum to be the lead, so that's not a fair comparison to even
I mean, they got a lot of the same game in a lot of ways.
They do, but Tatum is considered
the ball.
I'm
going to shoot the most. True.
Yeah, he's the main. He gets the most looks.
I mean,
in the hierarchy of their team.
Ryan is a fan of numbers, so we'll use per 36 and real plus minus and all of that good stuff, and the good old fashioned eye test. And we gonna see who look like something.
And when Jason Tatum gets fouled, walking back, and then Jaylen Brown's just fine because he's tough.
So the NBA draft, man. So I don't think we talked about it very much in the pod, but we have talked about it in our regular lives. When we all come together those 2 times a week or 2 times a month. I had Chet number 1. I felt like Chet would be the best player in the draft. I know Chance was kind of on the fence on who he was picking. Not totally sure what Ryan had, so I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and say who you guys had, what your 1, 2, and 3 was before get into how they were playing the summer league. So start with Chance, man. I know he was on the fence. Who would you have for number 1, 2, and 3?
Well, I had Banchero number 1. If I had the number 1 pick, I would have took Banchero. Just off seeing him at Duke, he looked the most NBA ready out of any players. Watching just a tournament and college basketball league last year, he looks like Jabari Smith. Kind of towards the middle of the year, I was like, okay. I mean, I see he has potential upside, but I didn't see the direct. All right, But Chet is different, So he gives me Darko vibes, but at the same time, no. But after seeing him in the summer league, I see he does have a different type of tenacity versus Darko was. I don't know. I'm not even gonna say that word no more.
Yeah, I knew what you was gonna say.
Wow.
Yeah, but at the same time, Chet, it's like he wants it. He wants to smoke. You know what I'm saying? So he's not gonna really shy away. I think, and that's a real good pairing they have him with Giddey. Those guys kind of have some pretty good chemistry early, so that's going to have a big effect on his career, just like Garland and Mobley.
Yeah,
that chemistry alone. I think that that's going to give them a step ahead. But as
Banchero.
far as I mean, I would have took Banchero 1. I probably would have took Jabari 2, and I would have went Ivy number 3, man. I really, like I said, I want to see the Chet. I got to see him put some weight on because I've seen him get banged around too. He's just so light, man.
He is very light. Yeah,
he got a handle. You know what I'm saying? He got a good feel of the game. I have to see it. I just got to see it. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm not trying to wish nothing bad on him. I just got to see it.
Ryan?
I'll be honest, I didn't watch a ton of college last year. I watched the tournament, and that was about it. And the only player that stood out to me in that tournament was Paolo. So I had Paolo going number 1. Everything after that, I didn't know. It was up there. I saw the mock drafts. I'll just be honest. I didn't know.
Have you seen or heard anything during the summer league?
Yeah, I've watched some summer league. I liked. Saw a few games. Paolo looks really good. He already has the NBA body, right? He's a grown man. He's not. It's not like he has to put on weight like Chet or anything like that.
He wasn't in school studying. He was up there at the gym.
Exactly. And he's one thing I noticed, and I heard Draymond Green say this too, is he wants to win. He's on his teammates. He has that it factor, right? So I think he'll be great in the league. I don't know about Chet. I saw these highlights and everybody's comparing him to Dirk with a fadeaway and all this stuff.
That's bad.
It's just
I saw the games.
Summer league is like college ball, right? It's just a bunch of young players. It's not
It's a step above college.
Yeah, but you can't treat it like you would treat someone performing in the NBA regular season. So just like Chance, I'm hesitant on Chet. I didn't know much about Jabari Smith.
I didn't either.
So, and definitely, I didn't think Keegan Murray was going to go for it. I thought it was
He's going to look good. Keegan Murray looks good.
Keegan Murray does look good, but the Kings are the Kings, and I think they took the wrong pick and gave the Pistons, our team, a hell of a talent. Jabari, go ahead, Ryan.
I was just saying, I think they had a lot to do with where Ivy wanted to be.
Yeah, I think so too. Although they don't always care about that. Zion didn't want to go to New Orleans, and they still was like, nah. No, you coming with us. So here's what it is. What about you, Jabari? I'm not sure how much you follow the draft.
Yeah, I didn't. I was just just glimpses of it. I really wasn't watching it too hard, and I just kept getting updates on my phone. But mainly looking out for Pistons information and how they did.
Yeah.
But I think we did all right. I think when you're looking at the draft, you never know who you're gonna get, except for when you're looking like Paolo. You might get that player that looks like everything, but mentally, you know what I mean, right? Or are they mentally strong and they just need to practice and be trained on how to deal with NBA level stuff. But I like Ivy, man. I think like his attitude and the fact that it seemed like he wanted to come here. Matter of fact, I saw him when he got drafted. You see how crispy he was?
Yeah, he was crispy. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So he
came to
definitely
Detroit
in the
looking
right
good.
place.
Yeah.
He in the right place.
Yeah.
And then I saw a little bit of Chet. Other than that, that's the only two things I could speak on. I like Chet. Like you say, he looks looks can be deceiving. So he don't, but I did see like a little, like you say, he want the smoke.
The truth. So
like he want a little smoke, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you ain't gonna bring,
Hey, Chance, have you seen? Oh, go ahead. My bad, Jabari.
Yeah, with a little development and
Sound like we lost the Jabari audio. There it is. We lost you, Jabari. You're not muted. I don't know what happened. Maybe your headphones died.
His AirPods might have died.
Yeah, probably. We're gonna give you a second to get it together, man. Hey, Chance, have you no, Jabari? When we can hear you, we'll definitely let you know. Whatever you got going on, man.
How about now?
There he is.
There you go.
There he is.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Maybe.
No idea.
That was, but did y'all? I ended with just I think he's got it. Just development. He gonna gain some weight, some muscle. And yeah, I think if the right people are showing him what to do, he's gonna be a danger. He can shoot, crazy.
Hey, Chance, have you seen any summer league games? Okay, what about you, Jabari?
No.
Okay, all right. So, my impression
just the highlights.
Just the highlights. Okay. So, like I said, I had my number one pick at Chet Holmgren, right? So, from his first game, I was super impressed, right? I was super duper impressed. I watched the whole first game because I knew he was gonna talk about it. He was my number one pick. So I was hoping we did this podcast last week so I could come in here and gloat a whole lot. Like, look, I was right. Y'all look crazy.
Because that second game, he didn't look as good.
He did not. He looked, the first game, he looked amazing. Like, they was moving him around, but they didn't really have, they had Taco Fall, who is a big body, but Taco moves like even slower than Glaciers. So
that big boy from the Grizzlies was banging him around.
That's what I'm finna say. Like, he was getting moved around in the first game, but he was showing the handle. He was doing everything he could do. But in that second game, yeah, he did not. He looked like an NBA player that wasn't NBA ready in the second game, even somewhat in the third game. And I kind of, watching the game, it really jumped out to me just how small that man actually is. And it's kind of worrisome. Because I do think Kenny Lofton Jr., who was the guy who was bullying him in the Grizzlies, I do think he'll make the Grizzlies team. He just reminded me of Zebo, and I feel like they love that kind of player out there. But, yeah, he didn't. He don't look ready for Jokic or Embiid or Cat. Which I want to go back to this list real fast. They have James Harden ahead of Karl Anthony Towns. So this list is nonsense that you sent to. So I'm throwing that away. Yeah, I'm throwing that out. Yeah, it's wild.
That. I was looking for something more recent. It was said July. So
yeah, we're gonna do a rankings pod. We're gonna do a lot better than that. So that's crazy. But yeah, man, I looking at it, I feel like Paolo is the most NBA ready, but I don't think his upside is as high. We're not a football podcast, but I look at him as Mac Jones.
Bro, he's 6'10".
He is 6'10". But I don't know, man. I just feel like my impression of him is
he's not an aggressive player. If somebody else needs to get the shot, he'll let them get it. If he needs to take it, he'll take it. he got that. It's like that Luka type of game. And I'm not meaning to cut you off, but
yeah,
Luka, like you know how Luka let the game come to him, like he don't force it, like he get to his spot. That's the type of game. But like Paolo was like, he wasn't trying to, even though he was the number one pick, he wasn't trying to showcase that he was the number one pick. He was trying to win.
I mean, yeah, but when you look at draft picks, you don't look at what they can do now. You look at what they can do for you in the future. You get what I'm saying? So, like for example, if we took Cade first 20 games. It was looking like he was starting to be busted, but towards like the last few, just saying,
he's injured.
A whole lot of 8 points, a whole lot of 8-point games.
He was coming off an injury.
He was coming off injury. I give you that, but so was Greg Oden at first. So I'm just saying. But I'm not comparing them. I'm just saying that both two things can be true. So, but towards the latter half of the season, he was looking like the best player out of that draft by far. All disrespect to Jalen Green because he disrespected us. But he was looking like, you know what I'm saying, a guy. So if I take the draft and I'm saying, all right, who out of this top three do I think has the most potential? And I'm thinking Chet. Chet is giving me those vibes and frequencies, man. Now I think Jabari is second. So I would have went Chet, Smith, maybe even Ivy at 3, and then Paolo.
Bullshit.
You said what?
Bullshit.
You said bullshit.
But who do you think is gonna be most effective this year?
This year?
Chet or Paolo? I think Paolo's like gonna make an impact right away because
let's go ahead and get this. Let's go ahead and put a star next to this so we can play this back too.
Yeah, right. So we can see who's doing what. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Out of everybody, maybe it's from Detroit, but I like Jaden Ivey the best out of everybody. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
If I'm being honest.
What's up?
Yeah.
And he's he's not like, I mean, he's like a small guy, right? And you got,
something
Paolo
about him, man.
Something
about him. I like his game.
And he got fashion sense. He got a good, you know what I'm saying? He know how to do it up. So yeah.
All right, man. So we starting to form factions. You got me against Ryan for Jaylen Brown versus Jason Tatum. We got me against Ryan and Chance for Chet versus Paolo. Even though I think we all got Jaden Ivey for the draft, but that's all right. What was y'all impressions?
If you saw that last game that Ivy played in, like that first quarter, bro.
Yeah.
11 points.
He looked like he was the number one player. Like even like the crowd, like the star people that were coming in just to watch him play.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody just like he has it. I don't know what it is, but it's like something. And he got like the showmanship, you know. Mm-hmm. Even after he hit the 3, he looked to the side of it, you know what I'm saying? Like he was about to go off. So it was kind of I was kind of upset to see him miss the rest of that game, but it's good too. Cause go ahead, Snatchy, man. Let's get him out so we can have him put it.
Go ahead and sit him down. Jabari, you ain't gotta raise your hand, man. Is that what you're doing?
I know, but I know everybody talking at the same time. Stuff can get lost, right? So, but just you make a point. It's like, oh yeah, but his parents, right? That's it right there,
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty. Didn't she? Was there somebody else in Michigan that was on his
grandfather?
Lions, yeah. So that's
coming home. Yeah.
That's interesting, yeah.
Let's talk about the Pistons, man. Our home team, our favorite team, the best team. Because it's going to be a whole lot of frequent pod trips to Little Caesars Arena. I can see it in the future. I'm definitely going to the first game. I'll tell you that.
I want to go. I'm with it.
Are we with it? Oh yeah,
I'm with it.
I'm letting work knowing everything. Like, hey man, either the day before or the day of, you may not see me. But I think the Pistons had the best draft out of everybody. Out of all of the weird random trades they was doing, the Pistons definitely had the best draft by far. I don't want to say we got rid of, but we moved on from a player that I kind of thought was not a liability, but not part of the future in Jeremy Grant.
Average player.
Maybe I was always against him because I would have kept Christian Wood, but I was telling everybody who would listen that Christian Wood was the guy. But we managed to get off of him. We managed to get somebody that could move Killian Hayes. Back to the bench forever, hopefully. Jalen Duren, I think, will be very good. I actually think Jalen Duren should start. I'm not the biggest fan of Isaiah Stewart. Not the biggest fan. He can step out and shoot threes sometimes, but he just a backup to me. Radio backup.
Too small.
He is very small, 6'8". He's way too small.
Yeah.
So, I think the Pistons really got something going this year, starting with Jaden Ivey, Cade Cunningham, Sadiq Bey, Jalen Duren. I think that'll be a good league pass team. You ain't gonna do nothing for real, but good league pass team. What you think, a chance? Looking like I'm wrong, man.
No, I agree with you. That first game, Isaiah Stewart did look like he ate, man. Like he did something over the summer or something, man. He was that form, and he was consistent, especially in the fourth quarter. He had like two of them back to back. I was like, damn.
Yeah, he doing
something. So, like it was like it looked fluid. It looked like a nice shot, So it like you said, he's 6'8". That would be. He's big though, so and he has like a toughness to him, and he'd already done built up a little rep, for being a tough guy because he was getting some calls necessarily that he probably shouldn't have got, but they're giving him like them Rodman, Draymond vibes, where if he do anything, it's like we're gonna take a second look at it.
Same time with Ben Wallace.
Man, I love K's game, bro. I think anybody would love to play with him. So.
I think remind me of Luka a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that size and
slowness.
Yep. And I like Bay. I like Bagley. You know what I'm saying? I like Diallo. He could be aggressive. Yeah, Diallo could be aggressive when he wants to be and get buckets, bro.
You can, yeah.
So I mean, I don't really like Kelly Olynyk. Really like that. I wish Olynyk. I wish I would have got rid of him.
He's kind of untradeable, I think.
He can shoot, but he's so slow.
He is very slow.
Overall, man, like I said, I just like our team. I don't think we're gonna take a drastic jump, but I can see us possibly in that playoff spot. I mean, that play-in spot, maybe. But it depends on how Ivy. Like I said, man, it's something about that kid, bro, where it's like he got a little fire to him, where he wants to prove. Like I was kind of hurt that he didn't get a chance because he said he wanted to be the summer league MVP.
Yeah,
but
I like that. Go for awards that don't matter.
It's something to look forward to.
Yeah. Yeah. No. 100%. Go ahead, Ryan. What you got?
Yeah, I think we won the draft. Honestly, I think we had the best draft out of everyone. I think trading to get Jalen Duren was huge. And I think Ivy looked great in the first game. He 26 and 6, I think he had. In the second game, he had 11. I don't know if he had any rebounds, but I think he had a couple of assists in a quarter or 5 minutes before he got hurt, something like that, right? So, and then our team is young. I mean, even with Isaiah Stewart, who I think is undersized, but I think he does a decent job. Killian Hayes, he can go down to the G League. That's fine. We don't need him anymore.
G League star.
But yeah, I think I don't know if we'll make the playoffs this year, but I think 2024 and 2025, especially 2025, I think we make a couple more moves.
Yeah,
that is the year where things are going to start happening. And I mean, I liked our draft. I'm excited for the season.
I agree.
And Duvar's gone.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he came in with the crazy bad connection.
One thing I want to say about Ivy is it's like I didn't watch my college, so I didn't realize his game was so electric, right? He just has a lot of energy in his game. And I think that's gonna be a good compliment to Cade because Cade isn't like a high energy player, right? Like
great balance.
More like a Luka, right? Yeah. Slows things down, finds a spot. So I think it'll be a really, really good combination for us. So we'll see.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I think Ivy was held back in college. Like they didn't he was forced to kind of play that that slower, pace, zone.
A lot of running with the Pistons.
Yeah, so he's more flashy, so That could be good, that could be bad, but I think he has like something like even with his mom, as far as her being a coach, and she coached Morant. And just her, having her there, and like I said, man, it's like he just got something to prove. Like he wants it. Like you can't like even when he teared up, man, I was like, damn, bro, really want to be part of Detroit. So
yeah, maybe you want to give him a hug. Yeah, I think Ryan made a great point with that, man. Like the dichotomy between the two guys, one super athletic, super energetic, it's lightning bolt, De'Aaron Fox, John Morant type, and we got Cunningham coming in with the Luka Doncic, slow mo, pick you apart, get everybody together, do some of everything. I think it'll be a great team. Defensively, we won't be super good because I'm not sure what level Jaden Ivey can defend that. And we already know Cade isn't the best. He's okay, but not the best. But yeah, I mean, I really think that the Pistons will be a team to look out for in the East, especially as like guys like I always hate saying stuff like this because it's like terrible competition. But as guys like Giannis and Jimmy Butler, as those guys start to age, we can kind of rise again and be somebody.
Relevant.
Yeah, I think we'll start being relevant, even as early as this year.
Yeah. Shoot. Speaking of relevant, man, some relevant news. The Nets are currently super imploding, man. Just falling apart. Nobody want to be there. Everything's terrible, right? KD wants to leave, right? And everybody kind of looking at him like it's the Thunder all over again. He don't want to compete. He don't want to be there. He came here to establish this and then realized how hard it was and then ran away. And I could feel that. I can understand what people going with that. But I look at it different, man. This might be a hot take, but I understand. Like Kyrie is nonsense. It seems like his whole existence is just